Colorado has just completely and utterly collapsed.
Yep.
After those first couple games, Deion Sanders out there talking a big game. They'd run all over TCU in like this big shootout game. And people are like, whoa, maybe they got something here. Then they beat Nebraska at home. Then they beat Colorado State barely. They barely beat Colorado State. And after that game, people were acting like it was some massive achievement. And we all said here, hey, listen, it's obviously it's different feeling. There's a lot of talent there. There's a lot of attention. Like, the ratings are crazy, but this should have been a walkover game for them. It should not have been close. And they almost damn near lost that game. Since that point in time, it's been pretty disastrous for Colorado. And getting a beatdown from Washington State kind of solidifies everything. I think they're on like a 5-game losing streak. You're starting to hear players speak out about selfish play. Deion said this is the hardest time he's ever had as a coach. It's all come crashing back to reality for Colorado. So I think two things can be true, that, you know, obviously an influx of talent, things are going to be different there. We'll see how the next few years plays out. But this team was certainly not ready for a real next step like some people thought after those first couple games. And the people in the media were the most insufferable. The ones who constantly made it about race. Anybody doubting Deion, you just got a problem with a strong black coach and black players on the field. Are you fucking kidding me? Like what are you talking about? And that was the bullshit that we saw that was out there. And strangely enough, I haven't heard the media talk too much about racism involving Deion Sanders and people doubting him after they've been getting crushed time after time, disappointment after disappointment.
Yeah, and we called it right here on this podcast. We said, let's not jump the gun on Colorado. Yeah, they blew out TCU. They had a decent win against Nebraska. But we're like, man, this is too early to, like, you know, say that this team is going to be top 10 potential, top 5 potential, making the playoffs. I mean, yeah, and like you said it, all the bullshit about the racism, about, you know, Deion and, you know, about the whole don't want to support a strong black coach. It's like, get out of here with that, man.
Yeah, so now, do we have a different Colorado team than we had before Deion? Certainly, and I think the potential's there to continue to get better. But the reality is they are last place again in the Pac-12. So this is a team that was last place last year, only won one game in the entire season. They are last place again this year in the Pac-12 standings, below Stanford. They have one win, and that was a win against Arizona State, where Shooter Sanders goes and like flexes his watch and everything after beating a bad team. It's just, the entire thing's a really fucking bad look. They're 4-7 on the season, and the Deion hype train has come. It ran out of track. All right, came crashing back to reality.